Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Have you ever gotten a weird feeling about something your significant other did? Like, all the pieces just don't seem to fit? Well, buckle up, because this Reddit story is a doozy. A husband finds himself questioning his wife's recent trip to Mexico after some fishy financial transactions and a complete social media blackout. Was she just enjoying a relaxing vacation, or was something more sinister going on? Let's get straight to the story as we like. This whole situation has me completely flustered. It's honestly the biggest mess I've ever faced, and I can barely keep my thoughts straight. Sorry if this comes across as a bit jumbled, but I wanted to get it all out there. Last week, my wife jetted off to Mexico for a bachelorette party with her friends. Everything seemed normal at first. She used the card for the plane ticket, the hotel, and even the first few days' worth of food and drinks. But then things got weird. Looking at the credit card statements, it's like she vanished into thin air financially after Monday night. Around 9 p.m. there were charges for dinner, souvenirs, drinks at the bar, the usual vacation stuff. But then, nothing. Not a single swipe for the rest of the week, not until she hit the layover airport in Dallas. Her explanation? One of her friends took over all the expenses. Sounds possible, I guess, but it just doesn't sit right with me. There's a nagging feeling in the pit of my stomach that something isn't adding up. Now, my wife is a social media fiend. Instagram, TikTok, you name it. She's constantly documenting her life. She'll post anything, from grabbing a latte to picking up the kids. Every little detail gets plastered online. So, imagine my surprise when she went to Mexico and her accounts went dark. The last thing she uploaded was that silly jumping into vacation trend from the airport, and then radio silence. Part of me tried to be rational. Maybe she just wanted to disconnect and enjoy the trip. It's possible, I suppose. But with everything else going on, it just fueled the unease in my gut. When she finally got back, I was practically bursting to see all the pictures she must have taken. But when I asked, she just brushed me off, saying she didn't feel like taking any photos that week. It felt like another piece of the puzzle not fitting quite right. On top of the social media blackout, my wife's been acting super withdrawn. She's usually pretty affectionate, but lately she's been distant and cold. Last night, for example, she claimed she wanted to sleep on the couch because the air conditioning blows stronger there, which, to be fair, is totally true. But here's the kicker. I swear I heard her talking on the phone in the middle of the night. Now I know what you're thinking. Maybe I was just half asleep and imagining things. But trust me, it sounded clear as day. The whole situation had me on edge. This morning, I decided to just lay everything out on the table. I told her I wasn't accusing her of anything, but all these strange things combined were making me seriously uneasy. I emphasized that I just wanted to communicate and understand what was going on. Let me tell you, things did not go well. She absolutely flipped out, calling me a massive jerk for bringing it up on her first day back at work. I tried to explain that I wasn't trying to pry, but she wouldn't hear it. She basically shut down the conversation, saying my attempt at communication was just a way of snooping, and stormed off, taking the kids to summer camp. Now I'm left here feeling completely lost and confused. All right, so the question is, am I the jerk? Eta? Honestly, at this point, I have no idea. The whole situation just feels bizarre. But then, something clicked. I remembered that her texts sometimes sync to her iPad. Figured it was worth a shot, so I grabbed the iPad and started messing around with the passcode. Took some time, but I finally cracked it. And guess what I found? An iMessage from an unknown number, sent the night she arrived at the resort at 9:15 p.m. The message itself? Short and cryptic. Okay, I'll meet you in the lobby. Is the app you said Signal? Signal? Turns out it's some encrypted messaging app, kind of like WhatsApp. Only problem? The iPad doesn't have a cellular connection, so it wouldn't be able to receive messages on Signal. This discovery sent a jolt through me. Suddenly, everything felt even more suspicious. Then I remembered mentioning this whole mess in the comments of the Reddit post. Some of you might have noticed, but my sister is basically an internet Sherlock Holmes. She's a relentless investigator when it comes to sniffing out cheating. Honestly, she can be a little intimidating, but right now, I'm willing to take my chances. She's coming over soon, and I have a feeling she's going to dive headfirst into figuring this whole thing out. Truth be told, I'm numb right now. The reality check is harsh, and things are definitely not looking good. But with my sister on the case, maybe, just maybe, we'll finally get some answers. I'll be quiet for a while as we talk and she does her detective work. Wish me luck, everyone. Well, after posting his story, it didn't take long until more than 5,000 people commented on his story with their opinions and more than 20,000 of ups. We selected the comments with the most ups highlighted for you. Let's start right away with what was most highlighted, receiving more than 7,000 ups. A user sent NTA. There's a lot of missing information here, but the fact that she won't discuss her vacation with you and even considers it prying when you ask about it is very strange. Sleeping on the couch is kind of the nail in the coffin for me. Then another user responded to this same comment, receiving more than 1,800 ups. This right here. If for whatever reason I didn't go on vacation with my other, I'm definitely in contact the whole time and would be super happy to talk about everything when I got back. What I saw, who I met, experiences, and everything. I see a lot of red flags as well. Another user with more than 7,000 ups just said, "It's wild that when you told her it was a little suspicious, she made it even more suspicious with her reaction. You already know, don't you? Update me." One user said, "So she didn't even deny it? Just stated she'll never discuss it again. She didn't even discuss it. Yeah, she's sus as hell." With another user saying right after this comment, "Agree. I understand being a little upset about bringing something so heavy up right before the first day back at work, but to say we won't ever discuss again or deny it? Sounds very much like gaslighting and avoiding. Having been through something similar, I would say there is something going on." Another user came up with, "She instantly got angry when you asked her. This was to make you afraid to ask again. That alone should make you suspicious. Look up Darvo. Deny, attack, and reverse victim offender. Gather evidence before raising it with her again. Have proof, but don't get caught gathering it." And the comments continue when a user arrives with a similar experience. God, I hate how hard this is giving me flashback to my last relationship. That obviously ended. Trip to Cuba, 0 internet contact, came back, didn't show pictures, and got defensive before I even got suspicious. To add similarities, she removed notifications from apps and messaged a guy who she wasn't friend added so he wouldn't show up anyways except on her iPad, which was connected. Fucking heartbreaking. And right after this comment, another user brought another similar experience. It happened to me as well. My girlfriend said she was taking some time to go to Martinique on a vacation. I asked her if she was going by herself, with a group, or with friends, and she told me she was going by herself. When I went to her home to bring the mail in, there was a notepad on her desk where the mail goes with the name of the guy she was traveling with and their itineraries. The guy was 25 years older than her and lived with his mom. After calling a few hotels on the island, I finally got the one they were in and told her not to bother coming back. Yeah, it was temporarily devastating, but I ended up doing so much better. And these were the most highlighted comments at the time of editing this video. If there is any news regarding this case, we will make a new video to update you all, because on Reddit, so far there have been more than 5,000 comments and more than 25,000 ups. Wow, that was a wild ride. Here's the gist. A husband gets suspicious after his wife returns from a bachelorette trip in Mexico with no pictures, no spending, and some strange behavior. He finds a suspicious text on her iPad, and now his sister, the internet sleuth, is on the case. Will they uncover the truth? Only time will tell. What do you guys think? Is the husband overreacting? Or is there something fishy going on? Let me know in the comments below with your theories and your favorite Reddit stories you'd like to see narrated next. Don't forget to like this video, Subscribe to the channel for more Reddit story goodness, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.